confident that should Nnamdi Kanu be released, security in the southeast will be positively affected.
Well, let me say this. Nnamdi Kanu is before a court of competent jurisdiction, and it would be very, very unfair for me to be talking about the release of Nnamdi Kanu, which is before Justice Omotosha, or discussing anything about that honorable court. And I urge Nigerians to learn how to respect the courts, and I want to leave that about respecting the court for now.
Igbos should not aggravate Nnamdi Kanu's woes. What's your take as regards?
Nothing like aggravating it to worst. Nothing like that. Kanu has been already released by the courts, by the judiciary. That was, in the past, a rubber stamp to the former administration, and currently they are behaving as if they are one. I mean, stooge. So what Bianca is trying to do is to actually tell the whole world that he is Madam Biafra, Mama Biafra. Mama Biafra that actually aligned with Tinubu government to go to faraway Finland to nail Simon Ekpa. Anyway, Simon Ekpa is in Finland, Nnamdi is here. And we actually seen Nnamdi Kanu that has actually won his case. How many times? Both in Supreme Court, both in Appeal Court. Abuja, Enugu, Umuahia, he won. Listen, Madam Biafra, you are trying. This is Ojukwu. I love that. You are an Igbo lady. You can do your best. I love that. But madam, don't forget that Peter Mba actually went to Finland, and you actually sponsored that trip to make sure that you bring Mazi Simon Ekpa down. Anyway, we are thinking now, how sincere are you? Are we going to trust you that you will work for possible release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Madam Ojukwu, I so much trust you and they even like you. During your university days at UNN in Soka, I know that you were a bright lawyer. Bianca once actually won Miss World. If not that America played political, roles. That was how Elizabeth Taylor actually assaulted her and become Miss World during her time. But he was Miss Universe, Miss Africa, Miss everything, even Miss Nigeria in the 90s. But what I'm saying now is that you are a Miss Biafra. Miss Biafra, go and work hard so that Nnamdi Kanu will come. If Nnamdi Kanu comes out from jail, you will become Miss Biafra, Miss Igbo Land, Miss Southeast, Miss IPOB, and Mrs. Ojukwu. So Mrs. Biafra is trying. What Miss Biafra is trying to tell us is that he cares. She cares for Kanu. She cares for Biafra. She cares for Igbo pride and integrity. But I'm not seeing Tinubu as someone that could stoop so low to listen to Bianca. No. If Tinubu could have allowed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he would have done it since. Kanu's father gave Tinubu chieftaincy title when Tinubu visited Kanu's father, His Royal Highness, as the Israel of Afiruku community in Abia State. Forgotten all these incentives, traditional incentives bestowed on him, he could not allow his son out of dungeon. Even the fact that Kanu won all his cases in the court, Tinubu still insisted, holding him, committing various court contempts in this tenure, in this administration. Listen, many times I've been saying it that Tinubu is asking Igbos for war, for fight. It is too obvious that he's bringing us down, looking down on us, coming up with many military decree. This one is not constitutional law. That if you do this, if you do that, listen, Biafra has come. There's nothing anybody could do to stop Biafra. Dependence of Biafra is here. Could be that if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu dies now, you are giving him his flag and bury him with Biafra flag. And that is sudden emergence of Biafra nation. Most of them don't know, they don't have the knowledge of what it takes to fight a freedom fighter. If you fight him and prevail on him, and if it happens that he lays down his life for this cause, you are giving him what he is vying for, aspiring for. That is Biafran sovereignty. Is coming. What I mean is that there's a level one could go to torment fellow human being. Kanu has been subjected to this kind of damnation and tormentation for how many years now, getting to 48 to 50-something years. I don't understand. So he has the right to be on his own. Bianca is working hard. I applaud her for that. She is trying. There's no way she could turn her back on Nnamdi Kanu, being that Kanu is upholding the cause. Her husband, fought 58 years ago. Ojukwu was the one that announced Biafra, 30th May 1967, and he actually was the head of state of Biafran nation. For good 6 months, Ojukwu did well. And the cause Ojukwu fight then is what Nigerians are suffering now, because Nigerians are too blind and myopic. They are not seeing far. So what the man did for Igbo man, for Biafran nation to be free, is what all these political ants are ranting and fighting for. Stabbing themselves on the back, fighting each opponent with bandits, Boko Haram, unknown government, and so on and so forth, tagging all of them elements and agents of Biafra, which of course is a lie. Look at this hippopotamus that lost his track in the forest, accusing IPOB of committing Christian genocide in the southeastern Nigeria. Is a highly misguided speech and remark. He should take his time. I mean, Akpabio Onwezi. Why must he accuse IPOB of Christian genocide in Nigeria? He is just roping himself in on an allegation that will find it difficult to remove his head anytime he finishes with Senate presidency. It is a remark, an accusation that is more than an opinion. You don't use Igbos to learn how to opine. Akpabio is opining wrongly. He wouldn't have opined that way. You cannot accuse your kinsmen of terrorist activities in the southeastern Nigeria, lest you be part of it. Having accused the Igbos, Akpabio, it means you are now among terrorist group too, because of selfish gains and interest. To satisfy your master that are paying you, you are accusing Igbo man of terrorism. I am ashamed of you. Igbo man is not a terrorist. I am not a terrorist. Anyway, when a hippopotamus lost his track in the jungle, what does he do? He becomes a feast among the pride of lions, because they are going to tear his meat into pieces. A lion can do anything to prevail or predate on its, what do you call them? Pride. I don't know what I understand. A hippopotamus lost his track in the forest, is now accusing people he should actually protect when he finds his position in the sea or in the river. Akpabio has done wrong. He has beaten more than he could chew. Oh, hey, Miss Biafra, Mrs. Ojukwu Bianca, for this kind of initiative he's coming out with. To release his brother, to make sure that his brother Nnamdi Kanu, is let off the hook of DSS facilities. People that blindly came forward with various witnesses against Nnamdi Kanu, and today the court has struck all of them out. No case of submission. No case. Every case against Nnamdi Kanu, both reasonable felony, both importation of Kalachnikov, fully loaded in 10 container Kalachnikov, that's arm now, AK-47. They have struck the whole cases out. Kanu is a free man. Make una leave him, make he go. We are tired of double standard, fake lies, telling Nigerians lies, deceptions every day. We don't feel this government. We are disappointed, highly disappointed. We don't know which way to go again. Incompetence, short-sightedness is the bane of this administration. They have actually, failed Nigerians. You will never start with the Igbos. We've seen how our properties all over Southwest has been destroyed, and we did not say anything. Nnamdi Kanu incarcerated for more than 48 months now. We did not say anything. Igbos are protesting. All roads should lead to presidential villa Aso Rock. Circle it around. Nobody should go out. Let us see what Nigerian soldier could do. Especially all the eminent personalities, Igbo personalities in the United States, in the United Kingdom, Canada, they are paying for their flight tickets. All roads are leading to Abuja. Free Nnamdi Kanu. He has done nothing. Yes.
Okay. But with what is currently happening now, and with what we currently see, do you think that the president, we saw him in Rome recently? I think yesterday was in Rome for a security summit. Do you think that from his body language, do you think that he will give Nnamdi Kanu the freedom, not like what Bianca is saying from his body language?
I don't care whomsoever is in charge of this country. I don't care whosoever everybody or anybody is thinking about Nnamdi Kanu, and I don't care whosoever is seeing himself as an emperor in Nigeria or a god. Only one God I know, only him I respect. I don't care about anybody that is playing God in Nigeria over the Igbos. It's nonsense. Igbos are blessed. No matter how jealous you are against the Igbos, Igbos are blessed. Igbo man is over blessed. We are not thieves. Other tribes, we know two tribes that have been predating on Nigerian Commonwealth since end of Civil War. Two of them, they have been handling the administration of the country, stealing our wealth. Igbo man wasn't among. So I don't care whether we release Kanu or not. We are not looking towards that side. Where I'm looking towards is the pride, integrity and dignity, the pedigree and respect the Igbo people have. I don't know what to understand. That respect is still there. Listen good. The rainfall that actually beats jaguar or tiger skin does not watch off its color. The color of the tiger, leopard, it still remains there. I don't care whosoever is in charge. But all I know is that Nnamdi Kanu is free and they must be released. If you like, spank on the Igbo, insult Igbo man, bully Igbo man, destroy our properties, we are still better than anybody in Africa. We are not even contesting with any tribe in Nigeria. No, it is too late. We are not contesting with any tribe. So if any tribe, any man likes, bring Igbo man down, we are still waxing strong. Go to Aspanda and see the level of destruction and demolition there. Igbo man is still laughing. Igbo man is still drinking in various bars. Igbo man is still eating, dining with their families, with their wives and children, happily attending churches, praising and worshiping God in their various slums. It does not change Igbo man. We are still above them all with pride in Christ.
I think he made an open declaration in court where he said, give me 5 minutes if I'm released, I'm going to end the violence in the Southeast. He made the declaration in court last year. What else do you want from him? And you are the government, at any rate, you have a duty to protect the public. It's not his job to protect the Southeast or the Southwest. But the truth is that I have said this, and I'll repeat again. If you are a Nigerian, you can get away with a lot of things. But if you are Igbo, Nigerian, you can't get away with a lot of things. Yes.
But you're not getting away with much.
Yes, but the odds are stacked against you because you're coming with zero, and they'll do to you. I mean, it was in this country that there's a Yoruba nation movement. They even went and hijacked a radio station last year. Did you hear of any trial? Did you hear of any arrest? I'm not using that. I'm not saying that should not be the case, but we must tell ourselves the truth. That it just doesn't look good that the Igbos are marginalized in every sector, including in the justice sector. To get a trial wrapped up in 10 years is that so difficult to do, especially when you claim that you have evidence that this person has committed these grievous crimes. Nothing has been done. There's nobody who's been presented as a witness. The only witness that was presented in his case did not accuse him of any crime. He didn't say he found a gun on him or he was importing ammunition or weapons or had a grenade. He just said, well, he was making declaration that he wants Biafra. And I've checked the Nigerian Constitution, 1999 Constitution. There's nowhere it is stated that it's a crime to say that you want Biafra.
Yeah. Well,
the truth is finally out. Now that the Finnish government has declared the CDS of Nigeria, Musa, a terrorist now, what is the next phase of the lie? What lies can the government tell Nigerians? Now that Samonepa is no longer in the picture, Because it has always been pictured that Samonepa is the cause of insurgency in Southeast. And now that insurgency has stopped in Southeast, and now that the Finnish government has vindicated Samonepa, that those sponsoring insecurity and terrorists in the country are those some persons in the military. Now, where would CDS Musa bury his shame? Because a group of people are saying we want to exit the country. Because the Igbos are saying they are tired of the contraption called One Nigeria. That this One Nigeria, it will not work. And then it has not been working. It has been a country full of lies, propaganda, and shame. That has always been how it is formed. So I am not surprised that the Finnish government has now come out to say CDS Musa is a terrorist for all the atrocities he has been, for all the atrocities he has committed in disguise of pretending to keep one Nigeria. And that one Nigeria has caused a whole lot of catastrophe in the country. Just some days ago, a notorious bandit that was declared wanted was seen in Katsina State with top government officials going for peace talk. Between Mazi Samonepa and that terrorist, who is more deadly? But here we are today. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still in detention. Kanu is still in detention because of the Igbophobia, of the hate. If Samonepa happens to be from the Fulani extraction, Samonepa would not be a terrorist. I can beat my chest because we've seen Fulani militias that have been given amnesty. We've seen Fulani militias that have been integrated into the society. Now that Finland are waiting to the ICC, Nigeria should immediately hand over CDS Musa for custody. Because the French government have done their own findings too. And they've seen that something is pushing under the ground. That this man has a connection with these Fulanis, has a connection with these bandits, has a connection with these terrorists. So if they are sincere, they should hand over CDS Musa to ICC for questioning. Because now that the French government has done their own conclusion, I've seen that CDS Musa himself is not innocent in this. Nigeria cannot pretend as if they are not aware that CDS Musa has been declared wanted by ICC and the Finnish government. No matter how they tend to dive the matter, it is in the social media space. Everybody has seen it that CDS Musa has been declared wanted by ICC and the Finnish government. No matter how the Nigerian government want to die this matter, but they are very quick to declare Samonepa and IPOB a terrorist group. Now that the Finnish government and the ICC has declared CDS Musa a terrorist, why is the story not online? Why is the story not flying online? Because they themselves are also part of people championing insecurity and terrorism in the country. And that is why I say that anybody that speaks against the vision of the country, They will do everything possible to take that person off the hook. They will do everything possible for them to take that person off the hook. That is why I see that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been in detention. And the Finnish government, they were so gullible to be used by the Nigerian government. They were just too gullible. Because if they were not gullible, why would a country like Nigeria come to tell you that Samunepa is the one sponsoring insecurity all the way from Finland, and you sit your ass down in Finland and you believe them? But there are some rumors that the envelope also change hand. You know Nigerian story now. You know Nigerian government, that Nigerian government, anything that Nigerian government cannot do to bribe does not exist. I am very sure that the government have bribed the Finnish courts, and that is why I see that Samunepa was wrongfully accused and sentenced. Now that the appeal court is now coming out to reverse all your stuffs. It is now a very clear indication that Samunepa is innocent of all the charges leveled against him, because the Finnish government has come out to indict CDS Musa, saying that CDS Musa is the major financier of insecurity in Nigeria, and it should be tried by ICC, not just local courts. It should be tried by ICC. Enough of all these presents. We know that this one Nigeria, it can never work. No matter how we tend to rub our heads